heck of a next 2 hours-ish. That's about how long I'm going to stay on this time around. Gotta go to bed pretty early compared to what I usually do tonight, so hopefully all goes well with this. I'll already predict that it won't be long until I'm hit with the brick wall needing experience, so part of this may turn into a small grind sesh, but we're gonna try to keep to that story as much as possible. But let's just go ahead and dive in. Earlier today we had a pretty good playthrough. I didn't do the best on the trial, but it's all good because I'm sure there'll be more, and I'm sure I'll do that one more than once. But let's get it started, everybody. Here we go. Let's get it up with Alphino. Alphino seems determined to put all thoughts of failure aside and turns his mind to the struggles ahead. What is this? Wind up, Sid. Ooh. Though we failed to secure the key, we must not forget that we succeeded in ridding the realm of another primal and preventing the Vanu's lands from being consumed in so doing. The Zundu, at least, shall be glad. Let us go and inform Chief Sanu of our victory. Sid and the others will need a moment to tend to the Enterprise besides. Hopefully nothing's gone wrong here. Oh, it doesn't make me walk back.
Wait, something is amiss.
Voice. Acting. Random. The Imperials.
Imperial troops. And they have already secured the area.
Reveal yourselves at once!
Regulia Van Hydrus.
And there I was, expecting more beastmen. Who are you?
I thought Ishgardian's responsible for the disappearance of our scouts, but I see now that I was mistaken. Just as Wire observed, the Warrior of Light is wont to appear at the most inopportune times.
The Warrior of Light? He who bested Van Baelsar?
It would seem that the famous hero of Eorzea seeks Aziz Lar as well. Hardly unexpected. The secrets of the Allagan's power to bind icons to their will could scarcely fail to interest the scions of the Seventh Dawn. You know as well as we what will ensue should these insatiable creatures be allowed to roam free. That their very existence threatens the life of this star. We but disagree on the solution to the problem.
Genocide has ever been the Empire's favored recourse. And that is why we will continue to oppose your every attempt to claim Eorzea.
You do not hesitate to speak your mind, even when your every word could be your last. Alas, your sentiments betray the narrowness of your view. The fate of Eorzea and its inhabitants is of little concern next to the fate of the world. 'Tis my solemn charge as Emperor to bring the Icons to heel. If this requires the extermination of certain elements, then so be it.
No, don't! They are not his thralls!
Whoa.
Where did that come from?
Take cover!
Lucia. Oh, and some awesome Magitech armor.
Your Radiance, we must withdraw.
Whoa.
We shall meet again, warrior of light. On that you have my word.
That is one big airship.
So Garlemald too has designs on Azisla. But why would the Emperor himself elect to lead the expedition?
Never in my wildest dreams did I think I would stand less than 20 paces from the Emperor of Garlemald. Varys Zosgalvus, in the flesh. I assume the commander that accompanied him must be the legatus of whom the Centron spoke. Ah, forgive me. This is neither the time nor the place for such idle speculation. Play return to the Enterprise at once. It occurs to me that our friends may have run afoul of Imperial forces as well. I have yet to apprise Chief Sanu of that has occurred, but once I have, we will rejoin you at the airship. The blue window. Wow, how far away is Sid? Quite away. The Glamour Nazi, how's it going? What's going all right today? All right. Super tired. The game is going well though. The story's getting thick. Lots of stuff building up. Loads of mystery. For me anyway. Ooh, boss guy. Or lady. Thank the 12 you're alive, Tonberry. When that battleship appeared and fired on the village, we feared the game was up for you and Alphino. What in seven hells happened out there? Some crazy stuff, man. The the Archbishop turns up with an Ascian in tow, and now the goddamn Emperor pays us a visit? What is this? A procession of notable bastards. Who next? The Keeper of the Seven Bloody Gate? No one so notable, Master Garland. I am happy to report that the Zundu were overjoyed to learn of Bismarck's demise. Chief Sunu sent his warmest regards, Tomberry. There was much talk of westerly winds. Miraculously, none suffered lasting harm during the raid, it would seem. The Zundu were taken entirely unawares, and Wassily chose to offer no resistance. I sense they have no more fear from the Empire. For the present, at least. Had the Emperor truly been intent with the extermination, Zundu would already have been leveled. Plainly, Varys is only interested in reaching Aziz Leia. Leia. Speaking of which, if you're ready to continue to chase the Empire as well, shall we? Judging from Sid's expression, he has news which he believes will please you. Oh, do you, Sid? Do you? Lest you wonder, Wedge was able to calculate the heading indicated by the beam of light emitted by the key. If Aziz Leia, or Leia, in that direction, we'll find it. The Sa'el have a lead on us, but she's no Enterprise. We'll catch them, you'll see.
I did not think that I would ever have occasion to pilot a suit of Magitech armor again, least of all under these circumstances. My full name is Lucia Go Junius, and I was born a citizen of Garlemald.
What?
That explains it. When we first met in Ishgard, I very nearly called you Livia.
Livia? Livia Sasjunius? The tribunus who served under Gaius van Baelsar?
It explains the Magitech armor.
Aye, she was my sister, though we spent little time together. After our parents were killed in an uprising, we were sent to live in different households, setting us on separate paths. Livia felt at home on the battlefield and chose to become a soldier, while I underwent training to become a spy.
Then, Ishgard was...
My mission. It was believed that Allagan relics of great worth were stored in the vault, and I was sent to investigate. Though I was given little information at the time, I now suspect I was searching for the key we but recently lost. And then I met Sir Emmerich. 'Twas his usefulness to my mission which prompted me to approach him, but I soon found myself drawn to him for other reasons. He too was a prisoner of his past, judged for his heritage as a bastard son of the Archbishop. Yet unlike my sister and I, he did not curse his fate. He simply rose above it. In time, I came to realize that I had found a man worth following, and a new home besides. And when I subsequently confessed all to Sir Emmerich, he was good enough to accept me into his service.
I do not question your loyalty to Sir Emmerich. It is your loyalty to your sister which concerns me.
I have long been of the opinion that those who dwell in the past risk losing sight of their future. My sister fought for her convictions and for those she held dear. So do I. So must we all.
Well, I, for one, am happy to welcome a fellow Garlean to our merry band. Especially one who can make Magitech armor sing.
Chief, we should be getting close.
Once we break through those clouds, we'll be right where the light was pointing. Right where Aziz's La should be.
La.
Hold on, everyone!
Yeah, that is a really curious thing to bring up. Maybe it's all the intellect. Stunted the growth.
Look! I think that's it! Chief, is that Allagan? Aye. There's no mistaking their handiwork.
Whoa.
What was that?
Some sort of barrier.
Yeah, maybe so.
She won't hold, Chief! She's breaking up!
I've lost the auxiliary propeller!
Sid, it's no use! We must return to Ishgard and find another way!
God damn it all! Why do the Allagans always have to make everything so bloody complicated?
What is up, Gonzalo? Glad you could jump back in here. Ah, so close to having us go back to the Grand. Ugh. And we had barely finished repairing the damage incurred during our ska fishing trip. On the other hand, any landing you can walk away from, as they say. I can only presume the Solil passed through the barrier unscathed. That would certainly explain why the Vanu called it a key. The faith that divided us. Oh, watch out, girl. No kidding, Glimmer Nazi. And Gonzalo, yeah, trying to keep the good vibes. Spent a lot of time with my brother today, so keeping good vibes. Super sleepy, but hey, it's all good. It's all good. Alphino appears to be relieved to be appears to be relieved. That just, I don't know, sounds so weird. Appears to be relieved to be standing on solid ground once more. Assuming Sid is correct, and I have no reason to think that he is not, the Vanu's key is required to pass through the barrier protecting Ozzy's law. But even without it, we must find a way to reach the Isles. I shall have everyone... calm down, girl. I shall have everyone convene at the seat of the Lord Commander, that we might discuss how best to proceed. As before, to make yourself known as the guardsman when you arrive, and he will show you in. You were just persistent. To the Forgotten Knot. Run! Sprint! I know the feeling, Gonzalo. I know the feeling. Having to spend your day off, cramming so many things into one day. Know those feels all too well. Ah, your return, Sir Emmerich. And the others await you within.
In summary, the Isle owes its lofty position to the industry of the Allagans. And we can be all but certain that the Archbishop and his cronies are enjoying the view from its top.
I see.
If we are to join, we must need to pass through the Isle's etheric barrier, which is, alas, more powerful than most. Powerful enough to make a mess of a perfectly good airship at any rate. As far as I can gather, the barrier mechanism draws ether from the surrounding environment and polarizes its elemental aspect to produce what is, in effect, a wall of lightning.
It seems plain that without the Vanu's key, any attempt to reach the Isle will end in failure.
Alas, the key was careless enough to leave without us, and I don't think the Vanu keep a spare.
Master Garland, based on your experience, is there no other way that we might breach the barrier?
Well, in the past, we've beaten similar barriers by nullifying them with elemental converters. But the one we're up against this time dwarfs aught we've encountered before. The Enterprise simply isn't large enough to bear the requisite amount of crystals.
I'm reminded of the quantity needed to nullify Leviathan's command of the sea. A veritable mountain of crystals that could only be borne by lashing two galleons together to form a twin vessel, scarcely able to propel itself, much less fly.
That said, we're not without options. If it isn't feasible to nullify the barrier, we might try piercing it.
It feels like crushing.
How?
We create a ram of condensed ether and mount it on my ship. There's just one problem. I don't have the faintest idea how to build one. It's going to take a true authority in the field, I reckon.
Would that the Archons were still with us.
But yesterday evening, I chanced to find Mistress Tataru in unusually high spirits. Assuming I understood her excited ramblings correctly, she has acquired a clue, pointing to the whereabouts of one such individual.
An Archon? Truly?
Ha! Fortune favors the righteous, eh? Well then, let's not waste any time. While you go and look for our missing friend, I'll work on modifying the Enterprise. Her hull will need reinforcing to bear the punishment, not to mention a mount for the ram. Just you wait, my pretty. By the time I'm finished, you'll be an airship reborn.
Reborn. Yeah, no kidding. No kidding. Yeah, when you finally get time to yourself, time just flies by. Okay, let's go speak to Tataru. The lady with the lovely spirit. Welcome back, Tonberry. How goes the mission? Did you manage to catch up with the Archbishop and his cronies? Kind of. Not the best way. So you finally arrived at Ozzy's Law, only to find your way barred by some sort of barrier. Typical. No kidding. It's not only bad news. I've made progress. Oh, it's not all bad news. I've made progress in the searching for our friends. Don't worry, Tonberry. We'll get to Azizlea yet. Tataru is eager to share her progress in the search for the missing Scions. Yeah, no kidding. Tataru is super fun to talk to. Glamour Nazi. I don't know, something about her character. She's just lively, spirited, and brilliant. I'm glad you could make it in here, my friend. Glad you could make it. No doubt. When you fled the victory feast, you used the ancient watercourse beneath the city, right? Well, shortly after things went back to normal in Ul'dah, I asked Marshal Tarupin to have the tunnel searched. A logical place to look. It was there that you lost contact with Minfilia, Thancred, and Y'shtola, was it not? Dare I ask what the Marshal found? I don't actually know. Pippin's message just said that there had been a discovery that we were yet to come to the Hall of Flames in our earnest convenience. I dare not think what it might be. We shall depart at once, Tataru. Let Urianger know to join us in Ul'dah. He will wish to be present as well. Yes, sir. Hate to hear that, Gonzalo. Couldn't really tell you what Choco's breed is. She's a cocktail. A mutt, if you will. Some would say anyway. I just think it sounds blunt. Call her a cocktail. Too older. Chocobo, is it a chocobo? She acts like one. She's got the energy. Chamber of Rule. Actually, should have checked that map. Hall of Flames. They may have been. Oh shit. Yeah, I was right. I was right beside where I needed to be. Oh. It's gonna be so weird going to bed early. I'm not ready for it. Okay, jump back in. What is up, Pippin? Oh, I was hoping for voice audio. It's all good. It would be cool if she was a fox. The Doge. We are grateful for your assistance, Marshal Tarpon. You saved Her Grace and Father both. 'Tis the least I can repay you. Forgive me my impatience, Marshal, but your missive mentioned a discovery. Yes, of course. As per your request, I had my men scour the waterways. Almost immediately, we encountered a difficulty. An entire section of the tunnel had been collapsed. With the mining concerns cooperation, however, we were able to remove the rubble, which yielded the battered bodies of a dozen crystal braves. Go on. Be at ease, Master Alcinor. Your friends were not among the deceased. That alone is cause for hope. And then there is this. Y'Shtola's wand. I had assumed as much. If I may, Marshal. Tis as I did surmise. Judging by the etheric imprint that lingereth yet upon this wand, it hath assuredly been employed in the casting of a most uncommon magic. Namely, the very first that man did conceive to traverse grand distances, and the ancient precursor to all methods of travel that utilized the live stream flow. The spell Uriange I like you so much. You're a cool character, but you talk in such a poetic way that it's hard to read. The spell entaileth the reduction of the corporal form, its constituent aether, that the caster might enter the life stream and ride its current, thereby unlock the teleportation magics of modern times. It requireth not a lengthy incantation that Y'shtola should choose to employ such a spell. Bespeaketh the need for haste, all of which would suggest that she managed to escape. That it were so simple. Know that the scholars of Charlan forbade the use of this spell, and with good reason. The caster hath but limited control of his course. For every mage who came safe unto his destination, another would be set adrift in the lost stream, never to emerge. What? No. No, you can't mean. No kidding. If it sucks so bad. Do not downcast, my friends, for there is yet hope. 'Tis like that Y'shtola's passage hath left traces in the lost stream. Could we but follow these from the point at which the magics was invoked, we may yet find her. To the Sildil excavation site, then our thanks for your aid, Marshal. Do not mention it. I shall pray for Lady Y'shtola's safe return. Whoa. How did they... Oh, okay. Never mind. Makes sense now. I was wondering how in the world they jumped that wall. But now I see. I never think of this way of travel. Let's go speak with Ariangeli. Where is this? Oh. I think it was actually closer to just walk. It's all good. Evidence of Y'shtola's passage will have been made faint by time, but mayhap some few scant traces yet to guide our footsteps. It did not say footsteps, it just said steps. Added content. Only with me. Such a good job with just the stream sounds of water. It's like they recorded sounds of a running stream just for the streams in this game. Sounds like real running water. The trail leadeth to the north and east, into the bosom of the 12's wood. Are you certain? Aye, there is no mistake. Thither hath Y'shtola journey. And yet the Guardians have reported no sightings. We must take this to mean she is still adrift. If be so, I do not fear for our friend. Contrary to its name, the life stream is more skin to a raging torrent. Linger overlong in the midst of the maelstrom, and the ether that formeth one's soul shall surely be scattered, ne'er to be reformed. We have no time to waste. Oriange, pray explore all possible options for revising the effects of the forbidden magic. Tonberry, Tataru. We three shall press on to Gridania and petition the Elder Seedseer's aid. To Hawthorne Hut, I believe. Yes. Whoa. What? Nope. Just going to Gridania. Well, not what I expected. Oh, I should have saw the Nafisa's altar. Okay, in that case, to Gridania. Swamp Ape 90, thanks for the support. Hey guys, don't forget to subscribe. The live stream is a scary place. The way people are born in Final Fantasy XIV is kind of crazy. The live stream, the way they talk about it always reminds me of the live stream from Final Fantasy VII. I've seen a lot of similarities, and also 10 a little bit more so 10, to be honest with you. But, oh shit, I'm still here. Still here. Dog, press the PS button. You gotta chill. You're getting rowdy. All good. My bad. Well, technically, Choco's bad. Somebody wants to be difficult. A Chocobo. Nafisa's altar. I should just do this and go to the Conjurer's Guild. Almost took off running. Hold on, Y'shtola. We're coming for you. It is said that the elementals perceive the live stream. If, as we suspect, Y'shtola is still adrift in its midst, we may be able to find her. But if we're to appeal to them for assistance, we must needs do things through their chosen, the Padajal. It is imperative, therefore, that we speak with the Khan Isina without delay. Alphino is eager to petition the Elder Seedseer in rescuing Y'shtola. I have already requested an audience with the Elder Seedseer. She will receive us in the Lotus Stand presently. We need but speak with the Conjurer yonder to be admitted. The Elder Seedseer awaits. Pray follow me. Let's hope for some voice audio. Hopefully that wasn't a spoiler. And that is cool though. Be welcome, my friends, and speak freely. I gather your suit will admit no delay. It will not, my lady. Pray forgive me abrupt for the nature request, but it is the matter of life and death. I see. As you say, we must needs act swiftly if we're to free Y'shtola from the ungentle pull of the lost stream. And as you have surmised, we cannot do this unaided, however.
In requesting the Elemental's assistance to find Y'shtola, you must needs be aware of one difficulty. A difficulty born of the fundamental difference between man and Elemental.
That being?
In perceiving the world around him, man relies upon senses such as sight and sound. For the sake of convenience, he gives names to such things as are near or dear to him. Being formed of pure ether, however, such concepts are foreign to the Elementals. Instead, they perceive by observing the ebb and flow of the energies of life. So profound a division cannot be bridged with simple discourse. The Elementals' voices stir not the air, and thus reach not our ears, while our words are but wind to them.
Hey, we don't need a round two. Chill.
Though we seers can commune with them through feelings, naught that we can impart will serve to aid them in identifying Y'shtola. Nay, they must needs be presented with ether which is akin to hers. If you could but find a family member.
A family member of Y'shtola.
Oh! I know just the person! Y'shtola has a sister who came to live in Gridania. She told me about her once.
Is it Ymitra?
Oh, that is most fortunate indeed. Pray, seek this sister out then, and bring her to Evershade. There, we shall petition the Great One's aid in finding your lost companion.
Tataru. Who am I looking for? If memory serves, Y'shtola's sister is named Ymitra. Oh, you know her, do you? Well then, that ought to make things easier. Anyway, she spends most of her time at Apakulu Falls. From what I recall, let's look for her there. I don't know the fastest way to get there. That is not it. I was expecting that little menu to pop up. Ymitra. I like the fact that these missions, or quests if you will, actually yield quite a bit of experience, really help you out getting through all this. Makes the whole journey from 57 to 58 when I have to start grinding a lot shorter, thankfully, or hopefully anyway. Greetings, Tonberry. What brings you here today? I see that you have companions. Lady Amitra, it is an honor to meet you. My name is Alphino Livineur, and this is Tataru Taru. So, you're my sister's comrades in the Science of the Seven Dawn. When I heard that your people were being pursued, I desperately sought to reach Stola. She gave her sister a nickname. I desperately sought to reach Stola, but all-time efforts were to no avail. Now I know why a forbidden spell of all things, that she should be so reckless. But what's done is done. I thank you for bringing word to me. Needless to say, I should be glad to help. Though we were born of different mothers, our veins course with the same father's blood. I hope this will be enough for the elementals. Come, let us make for Evershade at once. To Evershade! So, Glamour Nazi, how long has it been? Or, not how long has it been, how long have you been playing this game? Were you around, the whole A Realm Reborn era, or were you 1.0 era? Or newer? I mean, it's not like it matters, just good conversation. Keep the chat alive. Wow, they give no fucks. Right in the water.
Let us begin.
Voice audio. Woo.
Raya O, Arun, if you would.
And sorry if I say anything too retarded. I'm just so super tired.
Hearken to me, O great ones. Pray give yourselves to the life stream, a drifting soul to find.
Please, Y'shtola. Please come back to us.
No kidding.
There. Now!
Oh, there she is. Waifu. You jealous, Choco? Y'shtola's back. They don't even, okay, I was about to say they don't bother covering her up. Feast your eyes! You stole her! Another free company invite. Could not tell you how many I've had. Ah, you gotta chill. You're going crazy.
A room has been readied at the roost. Pray, bear her thither at once. All that remains is to pray, my friends.
Almost clicked a button. I would lose it if their names were Palom and Porum. I would simply lose it. My dog was so excited when I said Wafu. She destroyed my arm. Tataru, tell me what's up. No, you stole her. Just seeing her face again, it's... Oh, I've been so worried. Oof, I was afraid that was it. Tataru needs you to fetch a few items for crafting endeavor. Y'shtola is resting within an inner room. Though she's still unconscious, the signs are positive. The conjurers say she is sound health and should awaken before long. Isn't that wonderful? Now, while we wait for Y'shtola to wake up, I thought I'd take the opportunity to finish my little surprise for her. It's something I've been working on for a while now, and hope that she'd one day return to us. It wants for just a couple more items before it's ready. I've already placed orders for these items. Could I ask you to receive them for me? Once it... One is with the Leatherworkers Guild, and another is with the Conjurers Guild. Speak with Mistress Geva and Brother Isumi Yan, and they ought to take care of you. Get out of here. Gridania. The Leatherworkers Guild, right outside of it. No, that was close. What is it? I am busy I'm a busy woman, so be quick about it. If you wish to place an order, speak with Randall. Here to receive an order for Mrs. Chitauri, you say? You came at a good time. I finished it but moments ago. It was no small coup, working to her specifications, but I did it nonetheless. Payment has already been settled. However, did that girl come by any chemical hod? Chimerical hod. Anyway, you need either balls of steel or bottomless or a bottomless coin purse. And it seemed to me she had neither. Oh, that was close. Super close. Run! Oh, what? It was in the Conjurer's Guild? Oh, I could have checked my map. You are come to Stillglade, Fane, the home of the Conjurer's Guild. How may I assist you? Yes, Mistress Tataru's order. As requested, it has been sanctified in the Sot of the Elementals. I know not what she intends for the staff, but it's almost singular artifact. Even one possessed of my experience would be a struggle to wield it. Tells you how strong your Stola is. Let's see here. Could have went to the Aetherot. This is faster. Just 100 gil. 100 gil. And I never use. Sorry about that, everybody. I never use any. I'm just super tired. Weird. You ever wonder when you get those messages from people you haven't talked to in years? Then they message you, and then you're just like, whoa. I don't even know what to say. Ah, you're back. You had the items, I hope. I do. Ooh, it's precisely as I requested. A perfect match for the other pieces. Truly, Geva is a master among masters. Mel! Glad you could join us. Glad you could be here. And the staff completes the surprise. Thank you so much, Tonberry. I can't wait to see what Y'shtola thinks of the surprise. Lest you wonder, she's doing very well, and the conjurers have left her in her sister's care. Let's go and pay them a visit, shall we? Voice audio, come on. Come on, voice audio. I didn't say chocobo.
You stole her! I'm so glad you're back!
Yeah, she's sitting up, and we got voice audio. And chocobo.
Tataru.
Oh.
You are safe. Thank the 12. Something has changed about you, Alphino. Or mayhap the change is with me. I seem to sense the ether around me more keenly than before.
I am pleased to see you well again. Do you feel strong enough to talk?
Early. It definitely is early. But for me, it is late. I had 4 hours of sleep. Actually, less.
Worry not. I am well enough.
Tell us then, what befell you after you fled the feast? We were told that there had been a tunnel collapse.
That was my doing. I brought the tunnel down that you and Minfidia might escape.
It's so crazy hearing her new voice. I've already gotten all the other new voice audio actors. Now I gotta get used to Y'shtola again. This whole new voice.
At the last moment, I invoked a teleportation magic, in hopes of spiriting Thancred away at least. Needless to say, it did not go quite as planned, and I found myself adrift in the life stream. The others, where are they? Did they not escape?
Yeah, like Thancred, where is he?
They remain unaccounted for. You are the only one we have been able to find. I am truly sorry. It was the Crystal Braves who pursued you that day. My hubris that led to our undoing.
No apologies are necessary, Alphino. You are not to blame for what occurred. Know that were our comrades here, they would commend you for keeping the light of hope alive.
Glad to know. Glad to know. Although I did hear about all the tragedy with the old voices, and that's sad. I don't really mean to keep bringing it up and, in disappointment. Some people probably get a little heart hurt on that one, and I understand. It is a really sad story that follows everybody with the old voice actors and everything like that. But it is cool to know that these are staple voices now. I'll be looking forward to that, no doubt.
Don't worry. The others are alive and well, I'm sure of it. We just need to find them.
Indeed, Tataru. Let us find our friends and rebuild the Scions.
Ha! There is the Alphino I remember. And I feel much the better for his return. 'Tis time I arose.
Arise!
That reminds me. I have a change of clothes for you. I don't like to boast, but I made them myself. I learned how to weave while we were in Ishgard, you see.
So much spirit. Digging the new duds. And the new staff. Oof.
Tataru has apprised me of all that took place in the aftermath of the assassination plot. It would seem I have been away for some while.
Yes, much and more happened during your absence. At present, we seek to follow the Archbishop to Azisla.
And you want for some manner of etheric ram to pierce the floating isle's protective barrier?
We do. Might you be able to furnish us with one?
A means to prise open a hole in an Alagan barrier. And one large enough to admit an airship, no less. Nay, I lack the knowledge to devise such a weapon. But I know of one who could.
Who?
A leading figure in the field of etheric research, and one of the finest scholars ever to grace Sharlayan. Matoya, my former master.
Matoya. What's up with that? Okay. Whoa. That was close. Tee, Y'shtola looks absolutely smashing in her new outfit, don't you think? Damn it. Time to go to the event. Oh, Choco, you're blocking the event. No. No. There you go. For some reason, we had a small gap there. No, maybe that was it. That's crazy. Usually they end a little differently. You monster. You were such a monster. Choco. She's so hyper today. I guess she always is. Y'shtola wishes to tell you more about her former master, Matoya. In my youth, I had the honor of studying under Matoya. In the field of etheric research, she was without rival. I have no doubt that her knowledge will be of aid to our cause. The question is, will she share it with us? My master has ever been willful. The gods forbid anyone disagrees with her. When the Garlean Empire first marched upon Eorzea some 15 years ago, the denizens of Sharlayan were summoned back to the motherland. However, Matoya refused to join the exodus. To this day, she lives a hermit's loft on the fringe of the abandoned city. So, it is the Dravanian hinterlands that we must go, to the place of my birth. Ooh. Though Alisea and I were born in Sharlayan, our days were there were short. We demanded only until the Exodus. Remained only until the Exodus, and I have not returned since. Oh, it's to be a homecoming then. As fine a reason as to go to Sharlayan. And it would afford us the opportunity to pay my master a visit. I believe you have mistaken our primary objective, Y'shtola. At any rate, the journey will take us through the largely unknown territory. Let us first return to Ishgard and make our preparations. will still be here, Mel. No doubt. Alphinoa in the Aetherat Plaza of Ishgard. I know what that problem is. I didn't click on the crystal. Ugh. One of those dumb moments. So, how is the Stormblood soundtrack? I've loved A Realm Reborn. I thought it was great. Heavensward has been phenomenal. How's Stormblood? I've seen the artwork. I've seen the characters. I've had a few accidental spoilers. Just watching the trailer was a spoiler all this time. I was a little suspenseful because I didn't know how it would happen, but I knew Y'shtola would return because she herself is within the trailer of Stormblood. So I knew small little spoilers already along the way, but how is the music? That is literally something I've heard nothing of. Is the soundtrack good? Is it as great as Heavensward and A Realm Reborn? Is it full of nostalgia, or is it all new content? I don't consider that a spoiler if it's just content based, as long as it doesn't portray to the story. Heavensward is better, but Stormblood is definitely good. Tribal themes. That sounds pretty cool. Tribal themes. Yeah, this Heavensward music's just so epic all the time. It's always pumping you up for something. If not being a almost throwback to a older music title, or titles music. Yeah, what else? Alphino. Charlagan is situated in the Dravanian hinterlands. To get there, we must strike west and travels breadth the Dravanian forelands. Make no mistake, it will be a grueling journey. The party shall be comprised of Tombera, Y'shtola, and myself. Tataru, pray remain in Ishgard and continue your search for our missing friends. Yes, sir. First, let us make for the tail feather. Whoa! Not gonna lie. This dude scared the shit out of me. Let's have a little emote. Howdy, howdy. Little nil. And goodbye. Because I do have things to accomplish here. And we're off. And if that was somebody in the stream, deuces to you. Thanks for showing up. No doubt, it's always cool. Mel prefers Heavensward as well. Tonight I may, when I try to pass out tonight, I might play a little music and test out a little sample of the Stormblood music. Maybe there's samples on YouTube of everything. Y'shtola, Alphino, the Chocobo Forest. I love it. A long soak in the life string, followed by a long journey. I would not recommend it to anyone. But rest assured my strength is returning to me. I shall go back to my former self ere long. And that was it. 58 after this. But hey, that means we do this quest at 58 and then one more. And it looks like we'll be getting a new Grimoire. We're overdue. But, I've got plenty of time. Well, I'll probably only do one of these for now. Unfortunately, given my time, I know I'll have to wait. So we'll hit up the duty finder and we'll go leveling because it is faster. I may have had my delts at first, but there's proof. It doesn't take too long to get in here. 15 minutes. In this short amount of time, I'm going to travel back to gosh, I can't remember the name. Cloud Top? The Churning Mist? No, not either of these places. Sea of Clouds? That's it. Try to get these other ether currents formed along the way. I won't regret it in the future. There actually shouldn't be too many more. Mainly the gated ones. Mainly the gated ones anyway. I'll check it out. Yes, mainly the gated. I'll go ahead and get these 3 here for the bottom, then I'll worry about the gated right after. I understand the ones on the bottom don't really yield experience, but yeah, it's all good. Closest one, where are we? 931 to the south. That way. 931. Yawns. I'm not gonna lie, normally I would never compare any of these places to WoW, but this place almost gives me the Tauren feels. Definitely still has its Final Fantasy take, given architecture and design, but I think it was just mainly the color scheme in this drum over here. Maybe it's just that. $822 to the south. Gotta love the sunset. Even for a video game, that is a good job right there. That ray. That's picture worthy right there. $50 to the south. 550. Gotta be getting close. 444. My guess is it's gonna be right here on the edge. 380. Okay. I don't understand. This is the end. 388 southeast. Don't tell me it's all the way over here. Oh. Who would torture a person like that? It's so weird how they're like linked like this. Maybe go here and check it out. I may regret that. Luckily, it shouldn't take too much longer to get within. Teleport to camp. Hopefully I've done that right. 44 yalms to the south. I'm not gonna lie. Didn't really think these places would be too connected. 24? 66 to the north. What? $46 to the north. $5 southeast. South east. Is it down there? West. What kind of madness is this? 10 yalms southwest. Oh, it's gotta be down there. There it is. Oh, now that was a puzzle. Oh, the curiosity. It is real. We got it though. You know what? I'm gonna start riding Sildra because Sildra floats. So when Sildra hits the ground from a long fall, I don't have to hear a chocobo scream. I always feel so bad. 95 northwest. West. Now I gotta be back up there. Because Sildra floats when she or he hits the ground. I don't believe they take damage. Not real damage. That's imaginary. Just as imaginary as the creature itself. Or is it? 40 yalms southwest. Ah, that's what was tossing me all over the place. I was caught between two that were very close to each other. Now we should be only one off from our destination. Or desired location. Ooh. You know what? Let's go with Magitech armor. At least it's not a lot. Because now I feel bad for Sildra. For now. There will be a day come very soon in the future where I just forget about it. It's just current thoughts. Not being able to fly, jumping off of shit. Although the Magitech armor has a heart. Just gonna chill for a second. Let my health build back up. Wind 80 yalms southeast. And I see it. Okay, now let's get these gated out of the way, because that should have taken care of all of the non-gated. Yes. Ooh, and we have hit under 40, or under 50, my bad, on the duty finder, number 49. Clipped wings, yes, exactly what I was looking for. La Valiente seeks an adventure with delicate touch. Excuse me, Tonberry, a moment of your time, if I may. I recently received a special request for assistance with zoological research, but I am at a loss as to how to fulfill it. Are you familiar with the Gallicats? They bear a striking resemblance to kittens, but with wings. An acquaintance of mine is writing an article on their physiology and requires a sample of their wings for her work. Their sweet appearance belies a rather nasty temperament, and if it were simply a matter of slaying them, I would handle it myself. The problem, however, is that taking a proper sample requires delicate touch, a certain finesse that is beyond the capabilities of my men and myself. Because they are so fragile, you may not be able to obtain a proper sample from the first you fell, but I have no doubt a man of your talents can procure a wing of immaculate quality. I realize this is a rather personal request, but I would be forever in your debt. Number 37. Ow! Okay, I was hoping that any Gallicat would work. I thought it very odd that I would have to, like, go way out. Let's go ahead, get out the edgy. Get Choco out here. Let's take care of this cat. Not gonna worry about Fester for now. It shouldn't take long. Nope. Didn't get the wing. Things sound like a monkey. Is there a zoo in this game? Because I have yet to see any, and that would be something I would be super stoked about. Anybody know of the zoo being within Final Fantasy XIV? Ah, and there was the ring. The wing. Number 12 should be jumping in there very soon. Number 9. How fares your search? I realize obtaining an undamaged Gallicat wing is no easy feat. 'Tis be here, my lady. My, what an extraordinary find. I am pleased to be your persistence has paid off. With this, I can resume her work on Cloudkin. And how forgetful of me not to mention it sooner, the sample is meant for allowance for the renowned naturalist. She had hard work of the article, the new Eorzean Geographic, and requested a sample delivered with the utmost haste. You can be sure that it will hear incomparable Tonberry Disciple who made the possible to her latest work on the Cloudkin. Complete. Glance. Okay, at least I wasn't the only DPS taken forever. The other guy was as well. Or lady. Person. Going to sleep. Mel, I understand. And good night to you. Thank you for watching. No doubt, thank you for watching. And hopefully you have a good night's rest. It won't be long till I follow suit myself. Probably really actually going to run this roulette. And then I'll probably pop off and go to bed myself. I'm very tired. And I have a very long day ahead of me tomorrow. Very long, unusual day. Oh! I'm level 31. I'm actually stoked about that. Let's see what spells I have here that I have. Yeah, I'm probably better off just using this. Okay, I can use Bane. That's one plus. Square. I've gotta like go through and sift out these cross things. My hot commands here have they've shifted against me. I've got this random one that I don't know what the fuck. The one that I've created for sod stuff. And then this one I've been using for dungeons. I have not been in here in a very long time. Wow, I didn't know that. Yeah, I can't actually remember who told me that the leveling roulette would be faster. Usually I would just stick to the 50-60 dungeons. Probably. But yeah, somebody in the stream one day in the chat actually told me that doing leveling would be faster. So I started doing these. But that is cool though. I never knew the reason why, actually, until now. So that's cool. For a tiny moment. Something I never use. I don't know what it is about the samurai, but something about the class, the more and more I see of the class, I dig it so much. Not what I meant to do. Go away from me. Oh no. I just now realized the healer died. Totally would have had you, healer. Yeah, I've got my red mage and I like it a lot, and I suppose they are a little flashy. The thing I think I like about the samurai most is just the Auron feels I get behind it. I don't know, every time I look at one, I just think of Auron from Final Fantasy X, and it just makes me want to play out the character. I may give it a try one day. Really hard to say if I really will or not, though. What's the schedule going to be like when the Zodiac Age hits? Well, honestly, I'll probably only be able to stream the Zodiac Age. Unfortunately, it didn't come in the mail today. Still in Atlanta, unfortunately. But when it hits, I'll probably only be able to play it on my days off, considering my time schedule. I'm going to try to work in every bit of it that I can, but probably only on my days off, unfortunately. Or I could do it within the work days and then only worry about playing this on my day off. It's really up in the air for me right now, how I'm going to work it all out. It'll definitely work out fairly nice though. What I wanted to do. There. I've got to get this organized. I put it off too often. But as of now, though, the Zodiac Age will be for my off days. It'll be a little bit more convenient that way, given that I could actually stream it and everybody can actually have the time to come in and watch it. Unfortunately, I understand other people will have days they will have to work as well, but it'll work out. Yeah, see, that's exactly my thing. You have me right spot on with my thoughts there. Given this game, I love it, and I can play it through a work schedule because I can, you know, it saves itself. I can literally stop any time that I have to. Literally what you just said is exactly why I mainly want to keep it for my off days, is because going back to the Zodiac Age, that's a Final Fantasy game that plays back into actually having the whole save point aspect, which I love. I do. You know, it helps you keep a good story. You can keep everything chapter dependent without having to worry about going too far